All right, so upper body today, for the most part, we got a little bit of leg work, obviously. Our cardio and our wall sits are going to be leg. You need one weight, one heavy to medium weight. We're going to do a lot of core work. Not because we're doing a lot of core work, but because we're going to do a lot of one-sided work. So you've got to use your core to stabilize to make sure you're not leaning side to side. Let's just start with those good mornings. Bring those hands behind the head. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Make sure we're not arching the back. I always like to arch the back. We're not tucking it back in. Flat back. Soft bend of those knees. Pull forward. Come on up. If you want to arch your back at the top or around the shoulders, you can do so. Just bring it back to neutral before coming back down. Good. Feeling a stretch in those hamstrings, that upper body, waking those hips up. Moving around from the weekend. Just kind of scanning between the hips and the toes, making sure you're not rocking to the outside of those feet, not rocking to the inside. Weights even between the heels and the toes. Knees are tracking right over the center of the feet. All that good stuff. For 3, 2, 1. Good. Bring it down. Feet are a little wider than shoulder width apart. Knees and toes flailed slightly out. Come down to a squat. Press those knees out over those pinky toes gently with those hands. You're going to drop that right shoulder. Look over the left. Back to center. Drop that left shoulder. Look over the right. Going through those 2 at your own pace. If you're doing this recording, because I know a lot of you had the day off, take some extra time to warm up if you haven't already been moving throughout the day. Really take some time to get your body ready to go for the workout. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring those feet in, just basic squats right here. Squeeze those glutes together at the top. Hopefully you're getting full range of motion. Getting those glutes down towards those heels. Weights even between both legs. Squeeze the glutes to the top. Squeeze that belly button into the top. 10 seconds. Pressing those knees out over the pinky toes. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Jumping jacks. Here we go. Option to jump or step. Cross jacks coming up in 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cross jacks right here. Open that chest up. Keeping that core tight. Jump rope in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It can be both feet. It can be running the feet. It can be 1 foot, whatever works for you. Squeezing those elbows in tight. Getting those biceps warmed up. Even though I don't actually have a jump rope, I feel my biceps here. Reverse direction. Reverse direction of those arms. Light on those feet. Again, 1 at a time, alternating. You can try for double unders. For 5, 4, 3, 2, butt kickers. Running those heels right up to the center of the glutes. Right arm drives the left leg. Left arm drives the right leg. If we're stepping, we're over exaggerating those arms out or up. 10 seconds. Really thinking about using the back of the leg to pull that heel to the center of the glutes. For 3, 2, 1. Forward lunge. Keeping that front knee at a nice 90 degrees. Good. We're going to add a twist. So that left leg's forward. Squeeze those shoulders together. Elbows out. You're going to twist over that left leg. Back. Step it in. Right leg forward. Twist over that right leg. Back. Step it in. Moving at your own pace. Keep it going. 10 more seconds. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. All right, we're gonna grab one medium to heavy weight. We have 45 seconds of a single arm press. You're gonna start with that palm facing in, single arm Arnold press. Palm facing in, slight bend in those knees. Use the legs to press it up, rotate that palm out, come back down. We're there for 45 seconds. Then cross body bicep curl for 45 seconds. Then we switch sides for 45 seconds, and I'll remind you each time. Then we're gonna come down, alternating gorilla row. So you hold that wide squat like you did in the warm up. Back is flat, we're squatting low to reach the ground. You're gonna row down, switch sides. If getting that weight to the mat means you're rounding those shoulders, hold it up. You'll just switch mid-height. All right, single arm press, Arnold press, right side, 45 seconds. Here we go. Slight bend in those legs, you press up through those legs a little bit. Get the core fired. Keep those shoulders even. Left arm can be out, can be slightly down, can be on your hip. Control that weight back down as much as up. Using a little power from the legs to help press up. Legs to core up, good. Rotating palm in as you come down, out as you come up. 10 seconds. Three, 2, 1. Bring it down, cross body curl right here. If your weights are too light, which this one is not, you can bring it out here at an angle. The farther you take that elbow away, if your weight is just heavy enough, I want you to think about squeezing that elbow against the side of the body. So we're isolating that bicep. Control the weight up and down. You can also play around with how fast you come up fast and slow it down. That's going to help you get more challenge if the weights are feeling a little light. Thinking about squeezing the front of the arm to bring that weight to the other side of your chest. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other side, here we go. 45 seconds. Knees and toes track the same direction on that squat. Press up through the heels. Pull that core in tight. Pressing that power up to the arms. Working the whole body to get that weight overhead. Again, right hand is either out at a strong fist, at an angle, or on your hip. Core is tight so we don't lean to one side. Squeezing the glutes at the top. Almost there. 10 seconds. Cross body curl coming up. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down and curl. Sure, be feeling the bicep a little bit because it's activating in those presses. We're only doing each exercise twice. So make sure you've got a heavy weight, the heaviest you can handle. Core is in tight, soft bend of those knees. Elbow stays tight against the side of the body. All the way up, all the way down. 15 seconds. Going right into that gorilla row, coming up 45 seconds. In 3, 2, 1. Wide squat, knees and toes, track the same direction. You're just rowing up and down. Ideally, you're getting that weight back on the mat, but if that means you round your shoulders, then just transfer that weight right here. Scraping that elbow along the side of the body. If your weights are too light, you can do 2 at a time. But I'm feeling my shoulders. My weight was enough to get me challenged. Chin off that chest. Sit lower in those hips. Open up those hips a little bit. It's a hip stretch and strengthener for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shake it out. Grab a sip of water. We're going to do that again. Evaluate how that weight was. Too easy, too hard. We're only doing it one more time. So make sure it's a good enough weight. Then we're moving to a wall sit, cardio, wall sit, cardio. Here we go. Single arm, Arnold press. Palm faces in, rotate it out. 3, 2, 1. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Make sure we're firing up that back. Weight's a little heavy in the heels. Squeeze the glutes at the top. Your core is tight. If you feel your lower back, that means you're probably arching it right here, or you're collapsing. We're not using that core. Keep that core tight. 15 to go. Control the weight up and down. For 3, 2, and 1. Cross body bicep. Here we go. 2 sets. That means it's already the last time on this side. Flex those guns. You want to be struggling. You cannot build muscle. You cannot get stronger without the struggle. Just a fact of life there. Deep breath out. The full body movement got your breath really heavy. Let it go right here. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Other side, here we go. Palm faces in, straight wrists. Press it up and rotate. Good. Knees track right over those toes. Shoulders stay even because you're using that core. Full body work right here. You find yourself death gripping into the toes, maybe wiggle them around a little bit. Squeezing the glutes at the top. Firing up the muscles. Not just trying to get through it. Staying focused, staying present so we can get everything out of it. 10 seconds. Three, 2, 1. Cross body bicep. Here we go. Shoulders stay even. Make sure we're not leaning into that left leg. Opening that palm up so when I'm down, my palm's facing you. As I come up, it comes to my chest. Deep breaths. 15 seconds to go. Think about firing up those guns. Squeeze the bicep to lift the weight up. Let it shake. Let it struggle a bit. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right into that gorilla row. Here we go. Scrape that elbow along the side of your body, pulling that weight to right under your chest, like your bra strap or your heart rate strap line. Squeeze the shoulder blades together at the top. Sitting low. Again, if getting the weight to the ground means you're around your shoulders, just transfer the weight between your hands. Don't go all the way to the ground. I want you to get to the ground by sinking in those hips. 15 seconds. Scrape that elbow along the side of the body. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out. All right. We're breaking up our wall sits today. You're going to go 1:50 wall sit, then 30 seconds jump squats, then 1:40 wall sit, then 30 seconds squat jacks. 15-second break in between each. Starting with 1:50. 1:50. Okay? I'm going to get this timer going so I got accurate timing. Here we go. Head to your wall. If you don't have a wall, You're just squatting it out. 1 minute, 50 seconds. In 3, 2, 1. Legs are at 90 degrees. Make sure those feet don't creep out. So if you look at your knee, you're going to see 90 degrees, not whatever next to, extra. Make sure those knees aren't creeping in, pushing them right over the center toes. I need to hold this actually. And the goal is to keep those quads parallel to the ground. The quads get tired, focus on your core. Pull your core in, pressure back against the wall so your upper body's not collapsing. Your quads start to shake, whatever, no big deal. They're shaking. "50 seconds down. Wiggle the toes, make sure we're not death gripping in the toes. Weight's even. If it's heavier anywhere, it's heavy between the heels. Press that lower back against the wall. We're not leaning on your legs. I often touch my right quad because that's the surgery leg, to remind myself to fire that quad up because it's got a gain. It's a little weak compared to the left one still. Breathe it out. It's a lot of time to just sit here, I know. You have 30 seconds. Pull that belly button in. "15. If you've let it drop, if you've given up, reset. You've got 15 and you can do it. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Whew, shake it off. You have 15-second break. Then we got 30 seconds squat jumps. I'm just going to stay back here. 30 seconds squat jumps in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So hopefully you're jumping or you're stepping, coming up on your toes. I'm going to do really little jumps because that's what I'm allowed to do now. Hopefully if you're jumping, you're reaching the sky. Keep that chest up. We don't want to look down. Keep the chest up. We're hinging at the hips, not the upper body. Halfway. Pick up the pace. You're trying to get breathless here. I got to go a little slow with the jumping still. You can go faster. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 15-second break. Then we got a minute 40. Wall sit. It's 10 seconds less. Yeah, you people. Yeah. Do the homework. You'll be fine. Do the homework. Minute 40. Wall sit. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. I got the peanut gallery complaining over here. Minute 40. 10 seconds less. We're doing a little bit different than the schedule says, but you're going to get the same amount of wall sitting. Don't worry. This first set is on the schedule, but how we're doing our third one's going to be a little different. Just sit into it. Be okay with it. If your legs felt heavy during those squat jumps, that's great. That means you're flushing things out. Your legs are shaking, that's great. It means they're getting stronger. If you're a mountain biker, a skier, a snowboarder, a trail runner, or a hiker, this is one of the best exercises you can do. Build up that quad strength without putting any strain on those knees, on those joints. There we go. 40 seconds. You're already through a minute. You've got this. It's 10 seconds less than last time. Don't quit on yourself. You deserve this strength. You deserve this struggle, this wobble. You deserve to get stronger. If you've dropped it down or come up, bring it back. 90 degrees. We got 20 seconds. Pull that belly button in. If your quads are tired, focus on how strong your core is. 10. My legs are shaking. It's okay. For 5. Don't come up till I say. 3, 2, 1. Woo! Nice job. You got 15 seconds off. Then we've got squat jacks. You're out there. Squat jacks for 30. Here we go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Squat jacks, 30 30 seconds. Let's go. Either jumping out or step squat. Keep that chest up if you're stepping or you're jumping though. Try not to lean forward. Nothing's on the ground. Everything grates up. You got it. Over halfway. Pick up the pace. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Grab a sip of water. Catch your breath. Pay attention to me though. All right, our next round, I'll show you. We've got, probably if you've got 2 weights, you're going 1 lighter, but you're gonna shoulder shrug. So bring that elbow to 90 degrees of the shoulder. Press out, come down. Shoulder shrug, out and down, okay? So it's here, out, down. Rotate that weight. Here, out, down. Got it? We're gonna do 45 seconds there, then tricep press for 45 seconds. If that hurts your shoulder, tricep press hurts your shoulder, you just take it right to a tricep kickback, okay? For 45 seconds. We're gonna do the right side, then the left side, then we've got a single weight sit up on the ground. I'll show you when we get there. Here we go, 45 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Palm faces in, up, out, down. Then rotate that palm back to in, 90 degrees. Good. You're kind of doing a hammer curl, rowing up, pressing out, controlling down. Hammer curl, up, out, down. Good. Stop bending those knees. If that weight becomes too much, you just drop the weight. And you keep doing the movement without the weight if you don't have a lighter one. 20 seconds. Control it down. So often we get to this spot, we just go, phew. Control it down. 10 seconds. Shoulder shrug, shoulders stay back, press forward and down. Keep a soft bend in that elbow when you come down. Don't lock that arm out. 3, 2, 1. Tricep kickback. Overhead. Elbow kind of lines up with the temple. Tricep press or tricep kickback. Press is going to get your shoulders a little more. Control the weight up and down. Sometimes I like to just gently put my fingers on my right tricep to remind myself what I'm working. And again, if that fires up something in your shoulders that doesn't feel good, roll that elbow back. You can take it right here. 15. Keep that elbow steady. It should just be right outside your eyesight. 3, 2, 1. Switch sides. Here we go. Hammer curl, shoulder shrug, out and down. Hammer curl, shoulder shrug, out and down. A lot to think about. Working the shoulder, working the biceps, kind of working those triceps to curl it down, working the lats, working the delts, kind of working everything right here. Ten seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Triceps. Make sure we don't start to lean. I have a tendency to lean on these. I really got to focus on keeping those hips even. Make sure I'm not sticking the opposite hip out. Maybe bring my arm to that tricep. Again, if this fires up something in your shoulder that doesn't feel good, bring it back. Pinch the back of the tricep. Either way, we're thinking about pinching the back of the arm. 13 seconds. Core is in tight. 3, 2, 1. Good. Bring it down to your mat. one weight. Weight's gonna start in the right arm. You're gonna sit up, transfer it to the left arm, come down. That's under your wheelhouse. You're just gonna crunch, transfer, come down. 45 seconds. Here we go. Got to use that core to make sure both shoulders come up evenly. Use that core to slow yourself down. You should come up faster than you go down. Squeeze that elbow along the side of your body. Hold that weight tight in. Pulling the belly button in to lift the shoulders up. 10 seconds. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Woo. Doing that one more time. Reevaluate if you need a different weight. No big deal. Here we go. Shoulder squeeze with a press. 3, 2, 1. Hammer curl, squeeze, press out, down. Good. Soft bend in those knees. When you shoulder squeeze it up, that elbow should be lined up with the back of the shoulder. Control the weight down. Only 2 times. So we want to do heavy weights today. 15 seconds. For 3, 2, 1. Tricep press or try kickback. Make sure if we're in that press, we're not arching the back. And both of them, make sure we're not arching the back. We're doing a tricep kickback. We've got a slight bend in that chest, or in those hips, excuse me. Hinging slightly forward. "20 seconds. Whatever we're doing, we're thinking about pinching the back of the arm. If we're in that kickback, the chin is off the chest. We're long and lean through that upper body. For 3, 2, 1. Switching sides. Here we go. Hammer curl, squeeze, out, and down. Soft bend in that elbow. When we come out, making sure we're not locking the joints out, we squeeze up. That elbow is about lined up with our shoulder or slightly behind. Last time. Working every major muscle that's around that shoulder. Make sure when we come forward, we're not leaning forward, just the arm. Core, hips, shoulders stay straight. Just the arm is moving. Good. 15 seconds. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Tricep press. Last time. Again, make sure those shoulders are even. We're not puffing that chest out. Keeping the hips right under our chest. If we feel ourselves puffing out, maybe we come into that kickback. We come right here. There's no wrong, no ego, amigo. So if you're having a hard time, keeping that back straight, keeping the core engaged, without puffing those ribs out in the press, come down to the kickback. We're on that kickback, that elbows rolled back behind the body. We're almost there. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it on down. Sitting it up. Here we go. Start with that weight on the right side. Sit up. Transfer the weight. Come back down. Making sure you control that back down. Belly button pulls in to lift the chest up. Belly button pulls in to control yourself back down. 20 seconds. When we sit up, we're reaching our chest and shoulders to the spot where the ceiling and the wall meet. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. All right, we've got a minute 40 wall sit, squat jumps, and then a minute 30 wall sit, squat jacks. So it's a little different than what's on the schedule. We're actually getting extra wall sit in. So a minute 40 wall sit, squat jumps. A minute 30 wall sit, squat jacks. And then we're gonna move to just a little bit of core, and then we're gonna stretch. Here we go, a minute 40. I can and I will. You all can do this. 3, 2, 1. Ten seconds shorter than our first one last time. And our second one's gonna be 20 seconds shorter. A minute 40. We're not worried about what we've done. We're not worried about where we're going. We're just holding this minute 40. Just sitting here in stillness. Letting go of anything heavy that's not going to help us get through this. Readjust your feet if you're sliding. Make sure those knees are tracking right over those toes. Belly button's pulled in tight. We're not leaning on those legs with the upper body. So common to do that when we get tired. I think it actually just makes it harder because it's harder to activate your core. So your legs are the only thing holding you up. Take some deep breaths. Weights heavy in the heels. Maybe wiggle those toes around a little bit. If you've got any knee issues, this is a great leg strengthener. 35 seconds to go. Relax the face. Relax the tension in the jaw. Breathe it out. If you've picked it up, come back down. We only have 15 seconds. Everyone can handle 15 seconds. 10, 9. We got it. Hold it. 3, 2, 1. Bring it up. 10-second break this time. Then we go into squat jumps. Here we go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you're squatting, come up on those toes. If you're jumping, reach for the sky. Come down quietly. Squeeze those glutes at the top no matter what. You got it. Come on for 5. Finish it out. 4, 3, 2, 1. Shake it out. Shake it out. 10 seconds. We got a minute and a half. The shortest wall sit. The last wall sit. Here we go. 3, 2. Right into it. 1. Minute and a half. Deep breath. Let it go. We've been here before. We know we can do this. We know we can handle this because we've already survived it. We've already survived 20 seconds longer than we have to go here. Knees make a nice 90 degrees. Back is pressed against the wall. Less than a minute left. Those legs are shaking. Just make sure those knees don't come in. We're halfway. Wiggle those toes. If the weight's heavy anywhere, it's heavy in the heels. Sit a little lower. You got it. 25 seconds. The last wall sit. It takes commitment to show up. I know so many people that like to do a fitness thing for a week, and then they take 2 weeks off because they're traveling. And they do a couple classes here, and they take another week off. They're never gonna make progress. You are showing up day in, day out. You're making progress. 3, 2, 1. Woo! Here we go. Squat jacks in 5. 30 seconds. 3, 2, 1. You're showing up day in and day out. I gotta be honest, endurance athletes are the worst. They go out for their trail runs, they go out for their mountain bike rides, and then once in a while they'll strength train. Right here, right? I know that. They get injured, they don't get stronger, they lose muscle mass. It takes commitment. We're doing it. Come on. 10 seconds, pick up the pace. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Sorry, my dog is being rude. Take a breath. 10 seconds. We're going to finish with just a little bit of planking. 15 seconds. We're going to a high plank. We got 2 minutes of work left. That's it. High plank. Here we go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just hold it right now. Just think, what came up for you in those wall sits? Notice what comes up for you when you challenge yourself. Maybe you're gotten really good just sitting in it. You're okay. You've been practicing it. You've been doing the work. Maybe you let yourself go to negative, to self-doubt, to excuses, to reasons why I don't need to do it. Just keep working on that. Get rid of those excuses. We can hold this. All right, take that right arm. Tap that left shoulder. Down. Left arm. Tap that right shoulder. Down. Trying to keep those hips down to the ground. Fire up those quads. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it. High plank. Just hold. Squeeze those glutes together. 10 seconds. Pressing those heels towards the back wall. For 3, 2, and 1. Let it go. We got one more plank. We're done. Look at that. 3 minute and a half plus wall sits, ending with 2 planks. We're crushing it. Low plank, elbows right under those shoulders. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Just hold. Squeezing those quads, squeezing the glutes. The goal is not how easily can I stay here. It's how much can I tighten every muscle and be working every second of this plank. Pulling the belly button in. Good, we're gonna drop that right knee, pick it up. Left knee, pick it up. Both knees, pick them up. Just tapping them down. Right, left, both. Right, left, both. One more. And just hold. Press those heels back. Squeeze those glutes. We have 10 seconds. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Press it back, child's pose. Awesome job. Walk those hands over the left knee. Stretch out the right side body. Back to center. Walk them over the right knee. Stretch out the left side body. Back to center. Come on up onto all fours. Give me a few cat-cows, barrel rolls, whatever feels good here. If you've got extra time or you're doing this recording again, like you've already done it once, you're doing it again, you can add on a third set. You can add on extra squat jacks or squat jumps. You can do 3 sets when we did 2. You can do 2 sets of squat jumps when we did 1. Good. Bring it to neutral. Sweep that right arm to the sky. Weave it under your left armpit. Bring the right ear to the ground. Twist, open up those shoulders. Deep breaths. And bring it on up. Shoulder circles one direction and the other. Good. Bring that right arm down, right under your shoulder. Sweep the left arm to the sky. Weave the left arm under your right armpit. You can walk that right arm up over the top. Deep breath. And slowly unwind. Give me a few shoulder circles one direction and the other. Slowly push it back to downward facing dog. You can pedal them out, you can hold them steady, whatever feels good to you. Pressing those heels towards the ground. Walk those hands towards the feet. Forward fold. Let your head hang heavy. Shake it out, yes, no. Thank the body for the work that it did today. Thank the mind for allowing the body to work. And roll it on up. Awesome job. I look forward to seeing you next week for our last class. Take care, everybody.